Happy Halloween! It is time. It is actually that time of year for horror movies. So I'm going to make some Halloween horror movie recommendations. Movies that I happen to really enjoy, that you may or may not know about, and ones that I enjoy watching any time of the year, but especially on Halloween. First would be a movie that I don't know a lot of people who have heard of this movie, but you've definitely heard of the director. This movie came out in the early 90s. It is called Dead Alive, or at least that's what it's called here in America. It is one of Peter Jackson's first movies. It is a zombie movie set in New Zealand, obviously, since that's where he sets most of his movies. And at the time, it was supposed to be one of the goriest movies ever done. It is unbelievably funny and just gory as hell. I don't know how hard it would be to find it online, but if you can find it, watch it. My second movie suggestion is Fright Night, the original from I think early 80s. This is a movie about a young boy named Charlie Brewster who is living at home with his mother. He's a teenager, and a man played by Jerry, by the name of Jerry Dandridge, moves in next door, and this turns out that the kid suspects he's a vampire, so he's going out to try and prove it. It's got Roddy McDowall in it as a kind of a washed-up horror movie host, vampire killer type thing, and it is a fantastic movie. Really suspenseful, kind of funny. This is the one that the later remake was kind of loosely based on. And then also we have Poltergeist, directed by Tobe Hooper and directed by Tobe Hooper and produced by Steven Spielberg. Craig T. Nelson and JoBeth Williams. This is an incredibly spooky movie. It is just awesome. I mean, it's, you know how Spielberg movies are. They are top quality, and this movie is legendary because there's supposed to be like a curse following the movie because a bunch of people died in the making of the series. Dominic Dunn's daughter died after making the movie. She was beat to death by her boyfriend. A couple of the young girl from the movie died after making the third one. There's just all sorts of stuff. And they actually did have real skeletons used at the end of the movie, which really kind of annoyed the cast because they didn't know about it. So then we also have, the next one would be Silver Bullet, a Stephen King short story called The Cycle of the Wolf brought to spring. Gary Busey, Corey Haim. It is about a werewolf in a small Maine town. And this young wheelchair-bound kid has to try and figure out who it is and kill him because nobody believes him. And then speaking of werewolf movies, there is also another one that I'm not sure how many people know of, but it is my second favorite werewolf movie ever. I guess Silver Bullet would be the third. This would be my second. It's called Wolf. It is a movie with Jack Nicholson and James Spader. Jack Nicholson plays this kind of a mild-mannered book editor working for this giant publishing company, and he gets bit by a wolf on the way back from town. And it is about his slow transformation into a wolf. This is the actual close to the real definition of a werewolf, because he winds up, I don't want to spoil the movie, but this is actually really creepy because it's Jack Nicholson being creepy Jack Nicholson. So, I mean, this is another early 90s movie. It came out right around the time the O.J. Simpson thing exploded. In fact, I think excuse me, when I came back from watching the movie, the slow speed chase was on TV. So came out right around the time that all started. And then my last movie that I have here would be a John Landis movie. The greatest werewolf movie ever made, in my humble opinion, and take this for whatever you think it is worth, which would be American Werewolf in London. So that is just, it came out in, I think, 81, and I think it still has the best werewolf transformation scene ever in the history of movies. It won an Academy Award, and I don't think anyone has ever topped it. It's a movie about two American guys, traveling through Europe, and they get stuck, or in London, and they get stuck in the marshes of, wherever, and get attacked by a wolf. And it turns out he was a werewolf. And the events in this, it was a really, 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 really good movie. So, and then, of course, so this will be my last movie. The other one would be what I think is the greatest vampire movie ever, Lost Boys. It has the two Coreys, the first movie ever to put the two Coreys in there. It has Jamie Gertz, who is incredible in the movie. And it has Kiefer Sutherland as the main bad guys. As the main bad guy. And Ted from Bill and Ted. So those are my movie recommendations for Halloween. Let me know if you've seen any of them, if you like any of them, and try and give some of them a watch if you'd like. All right, talk to you later.